Listen up. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast belong solely to the podcast participants, and not to any participant's employer, organization, committee, or other group or individual. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. You know, for fun. So lighten up and enjoy. Hello, Jennifer.
Just lighten up and enjoy.
Am I sufficiently light?
No.
No. All right. Well, I don't think we have a lot planned for this episode. I think it's going to be short. I think we're just checking in.
Okay.
That sort of thing. It is November.
Ugh.
It's Movember. I'm supposed to not shave this month.
Oh, you're way ahead of the game then.
I know. All right. Well, here we go. The Soft Serve Podcast. Creamy, delicious ideas without the creepy truck. It's Movember.
Apparently, it's also either American Indian Heritage Month or Native American Heritage Month.
Which one?
I don't know. Apple says it's American Indian
Okay.
Heritage Month. What do you think it is?
I don't know. Do different people call the month where we recognize Native Americans different things?
Or are they Native Americans or American Indians?
I don't think it's up to us to decide what people call themselves. I think people identify as different names who might belong to groups who are indigenous to this continent. I don't think it's up to us to say what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
We're off to a great start.
You didn't like that topic, did you?
No, I don't like it at all. I wasn't prepared to talk about this.
Oh, I brought something new to the table?
Again, it's not up to me to say. I could do some research and look into this and try to figure out what seems to be the appropriate thing to call this month. But I think you bring up an important thing. If the month of November is supposed to be to recognize indigenous people, is it in North and South America? Is that what it is? In the Americas?
I literally have never heard of this before. This is like brand new to me. It was on my Apple calendar this morning.
Way to go, Apple, for dropping this on people with no context.
Right. But then somebody else I saw posted about how it was Native American month. I'm like, where did all this stuff come from? The national day of this month, that month.
Well, if they're national days of something, Congress at some point formally recognized those days.
Like National Ice Cream Day.
Yeah, believe it or not, it was an act of legislation that made it so. But you've piqued my curiosity. So after we're done...
I peaked?
Yeah, after we're done recording, I'm going to go off and investigate.
Okay. Report back.
Yeah, and find out. But I think given that Thanksgiving comes up here relatively quickly in
the end
a few
of the
weeks.
month.
Well, the way fucking time is flying, it's going to be here before we know it.
That's true too.
But
I think first we have Veterans Day.
So I think, fuck the veterans.
What are you talking about? You are a veteran.
So I can say fuck the veterans.
That is ridiculous.
I think it's more important to recognize the indigenous people who lived and live on this continent, especially in juxtaposition to the mythology of Thanksgiving. So I'm glad you brought it up.
Oh.
So listeners, go do your homework, okay? And don't forget, okay, to recognize the indigenous people who lived here on this continent and still live here on this continent, okay?
The ones that weren't wiped out by the colonizers.
Well, no, we want to recognize all of the people who were wiped out, right? The victims of colonization. Right. And we want to recognize the people who are still here. Those people who survived.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I just said.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what you were saying, so I'm just clarifying.
Okay. Welcome to the podcast.
And we did an episode like 2 years ago on this topic with a historian about some of the myths of Thanksgiving and the importance of recognizing indigenous people in the Americas. Do you remember that podcast we did? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I forget the scholar's name, but she was a professor. I could go look it up, but we're not going to do that right now. Yeah. So you can dig back through our archives. It was 2 years ago. So I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry, listeners.
What kind of tea do you have?
I'm kind of fucking pissed because I thought I was making lemon zinger, but some asshole took a bag of chamomile and stuck it in the lemon zinger bag.
What am I drinking?
You're drinking pumpkin chai.
Would you rather have pumpkin chai?
No, because I can't. You can tolerate the caffeine at night. I cannot. Oh. It will keep me awake all night.
Yeah, I do like a little splash of milk in my chai, just for future reference.
Because when we're done recording this, I'm going to go take some CBD gummies and knock myself out.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. So, anyways, what's new with you? What's going on?
Oh my gosh.
Just checking in with you.
What is new?
Tell me all about it.
What is new? I don't even know. Where did we leave off? What was the last episode about?
The last episode was my father's obituary. And you crying at the poem I read, The Cremation of Sam McGee. Shall I read it again?
No, please don't.
Do you want to cry more?
No, thank
okay.
you.
Go ahead. That was the last episode we did.
That was the last episode. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I think things have been really busy revolving around our children lately. Yeah. Shuttling them. And cross country has taken the forefront of our lives.
So you've been, we've been Uber parents.
Yes, we've been Ubering.
Not like Uber isn't great. Maybe we should call ourselves Lyft parents.
Lyft parents.
Yeah, we've been shuttling them back and forth all over the place to these cross-country events like you mentioned.
Yeah, and it was Halloween.
Yeah.
It was on a Monday, so it was sort of, I felt a little anticlimactic.
All right.
But we did some fun Halloween shenanigans over the weekend.
What did we do for Halloween?
What did we do? We went to a friend's house where they had a bonfire and a potluck.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was fun.
It wasn't quite a bonfire. It was a little campfire.
A little campfire. Sorry.
But it was still nice.
A fire, if you will.
It was nice to be invited anywhere, honestly.
Yeah, it's always nice.
By anyone.
Yeah.
Because I think most people hate me. Excuse me. I've been trying not to burp in podcasts, but I just had to. I have no excuse. Yeah. Please, I'll shame myself. Go ahead, stop.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and then Saturday night, Ted had a party to go to, and the parents were nice enough to invite us for the last hour, and there was also a little fire involved in that situation.
Yeah, and as we talked about in relation to Halloween, my father passed away on October 10th, right? So there was like about a week leading up to that I was like super busy. Yeah. Like attending to him and his needs while he was still walking the planet. Mm-hmm. And then, after he passed away, I became exceedingly busy and consumed with all of the stuff related to that, right? So I was not able to prepare for Halloween or do much for Halloween. I felt bad because Ted and Space Unicorn wanted to do something. Yeah. But I just was like totally emotionally exhausted.
But we did something.
And physically exhausted. I mean, how many times did I drive back and forth across the fucking state?
No, but I'm saying we did ultimately do something. We got some we got some
No,
pumpkins.
I know, but I want listeners, I need you to recognize what a hero I am.
Sorry.
I drove back and forth across the state, between October, 3rd and, was actually September 30th, and probably last week. How many times? 10 times? Something like that.
A bunch of times.
A lot of times. It's 100 miles each time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? 102 miles each way. So, yeah, I was tired, so I didn't quite have it in me, physically, mentally, spiritually, to kind of do anything for Halloween. But like you said, we did. So the kids came up with a compromise plan with Ted and Space Unicorn. We bought a bunch of pumpkins on, when did we buy them? Saturday? Sunday. They trusted us to go and buy them. And we brought them home Sunday night. We carved them up, right? And then we started watching The Walking Dead with the kids. Mm-hmm. And I think you and I were immediately reminded of how much sex there was in The Walking Dead.
I don't know. I still don't remember there being a tremendous amount of sex. There was a lot in the first 3 episodes, though, apparently.
Well, the moment when, Shane in the first episode rips up Lori's shirt, starts licking her pubis, and then he flips her over to raw dog her in the grass. I was like, oh.
Whoops.
This show had sex in it.
Whoops. There's a reason it's rated R, people.
Well, we just apologized to them.
We're just like, la, 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 la.
I said, you're going to have to put up with the sex if you want to watch a good zombie show. So we watched, another episode with them?
We watched 3, I think.
So it seems like we might be on a path to rewatching The Walking Dead.
Yeah. So interesting. So
what?
Space Unicorn in the car was like, they were like, what would happen if if a zombie bites somebody, could you just cut off their part where they got bit? How long does it take to do anything? And I'm
they address that in the show later.
They do later, right? So I was like, that's a good question. I don't know. And then I was like, actually, I do know the answer, but I'm not going to tell you.
That was good of you not to tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Halloween came yesterday. We put out the pumpkins. You got some candy, thank you. We put a bowl out with a little sign. Well, you had a government meeting you had to go to. Mm-hmm. You had you weren't here,
right?
So we put out the bowl of candy, and I went for a run right around sundown. So we got back and we sat there, and no kids came.
Yeah, no kids.
And then at the very end of the night,
I was home already.
Yeah. Then at the very end of the night, around 8:30, the ring cam picked up
lots of giggling,
some
outside.
activity, and we heard giggling.
Lots of raucous giggling.
And then the kids were laughing at the sign that said, just take one.
Yeah, they dumped the whole bowl into
they took
their
all
bag.
of the candy. I was actually delighted.
Because then there's no leftovers.
Well, that, and I'm glad that the kids still have the courage to be mischievous. Mm-hmm. That's part of Halloween. Mm-hmm. Right? And I have them on the ring camera. I have the evidence. And they were funny. Yeah. And they ran away laughing. There was this one kid who got nothing in their group who walked away dejected. I might make a promo out of that. Yeah. The poor dejected child. Oh. Yeah. Because if you're going to do a candy heist like that and take everything, you got to get your share.
Yeah. Well, maybe they did a candy trade after. You don't know.
I don't know, but even if they did a candy trade, that kid's got less candy now.
That was always the best part of Halloween. After you come home, you get your haul, dump everything out, do a big candy trade.
Yeah. So that was good. I mean, that actually made me feel good that those little rascals stole our candy. It didn't put a bee in my bonnet in any way. I was quite happy. Mm-hmm. So that was Halloween. Then we watched another episode of Walking Dead afterwards. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep.
Does that sound like a lame Halloween to you?
No.
I mean, what do other people do?
Trick or treat.
Oh, okay. I mean, usually we decorate. We do a whole thing.
Yeah.
But I already explained why we didn't.
It's okay.
So, next year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was our anniversary.
Yeah. It was our anniversary. What do you have to say about that?
We took the day off. We had a very nice afternoon.
Yeah. How many years are we married?
21.
21. Hold on. I think this calls for some romantic music.
Oh my God.
Right?
No.
Why not?
I don't think you have romantic music.
I do. This is romantic.
That is the sad music.
Oh, that's the sad music? Are you sad that you've been married to me for 21 years?
No.
No. All right, how about something spooky?
That's for Halloween.
I have no romantic music in here?
Just keep hitting buttons. Let's see what you got in there.
I guess I have nothing. I do have...
You have them labeled?
Yeah, I have scary music. We could play that.
No.
We're talking about our anniversary. No.
When we talk about Halloween, we could have
How about
played
mystical? That. There's something unexplainable.
No.
About a connection between two people, isn't there?
No, this is no good.
Something that defies corporeal explanation.
No.
No? Okay. We have this. We got married in a barn. That's sort of banjo appropriate, isn't it? No, you're not feeling any of the music. All right, well, oh, I know. We have the Jewish music. Right, you're Jewish.
This is the Jewish music.
Yeah, we got married by a rabbi.
Facts.
Right? Mm-hmm. That happened. Here we go. All right, so it was 21 years of marriage last week. Mm-hmm. 26 years together. What do you think?
Just picked up a little.
Yeah, it did. Got a little bouncy. Any reflections?
Pretty happy.
Pretty happy? That doesn't sound... Sounds like you're maybe not happy. A little bit not happy.
Anyways, we had a very nice...
What does pretty happy mean?
What?
You said, I'm pretty happy.
I am satisfied with our marriage.
You're satisfied?
How would you explain?
You eat a sandwich and you're satisfied if it's, like, not terrible. Do you know what I mean?
I think we're doing pretty good.
Like, how was that Reuben?
Yeah, it's delicious.
I'm satisfied with it. That means it's not that great.
All right. How would you describe
Now I'm worried.
How would you describe our marriage?
It defies explanation. That's why I wanted to play the music.
Oh.
I'm not good at describing things like that. What do you... I mean... Pretty satisfied. Pretty happy and satisfied. I mean, I feel lucky.
You feel lucky?
Yeah.
Do you feel lucky?
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
Do you?
I'm not like pretty, I'm not like just satisfied or don't feel like pretty good. I mean, I feel completed by our relationship.
You feel like it's done?
No, I feel...
See, there's no right word.
There's no wanting.
There's no wanting? That's sad. Are you saying there's no desire?
What do you mean? No, that's not what I mean at all.
Oh, see? You can twist anything that you have to say to describe.
That's true. I don't like it when you do that. It's not nice. Stop that. All right, satisfied is acceptable. I'm satisfied.
I'm pretty happy.
Pretty happy. There you go again.
Enough with the violins, you don't like the fiddler.
Why don't you like that? All right. Well, okay. So,
anyways, we had a very nice day.
Yeah.
I dragged you up to Montague.
To Franklin County.
To the Lady Killigrew.
Yeah, that's a little...
one of my favorite little nooks.
How would you describe that? It's not a restaurant, is it?
It's a cafe.
It's a cafe?
Yeah.
What did I get? I got a sandwich, a curried chicken salad sandwich. Yeah. That was pretty good.
I got the peanut ginger tofu.
The penis ginger tofu?
Peanut.
Oh.
Ginger tofu. I don't know what they put in that sauce. So good.
Yeah, you like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm always torn because they also have peanut noodles there, and I really like their peanut noodles. So it's always like, do I get the sandwich? Do I get the peanut noodles?
Well, I don't understand how the books there work because so this Lady Killigrew Cafe is attached to this other place called the Montague Book Mill. And it's like this old mill building on a river. And so like you can look out the windows and see the river going by. And it's filled with all these old books. A lot of people love this place. I understand that. It's not for me. It's
like a used bookstore. I mean, it is a used bookstore. It's not like it is a used bookstore. So if you like to be sitting, a lot of people like to go there to work and just sit and read.
Do they have free Wi-Fi there?
Yeah.
So their Wi-Fi leeches like to go there?
No, I mean, it's a destination, right? Like it's a cafe literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it's, there's a lot of people who bike, like road biking.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the stops. So people bike there a lot. I don't know. It's just like one of these little hole in the wall places that people like to go to. It's cozy. You can sit in one of the comfy old armchairs and look out the window at the river.
Yeah.
It's just pretty. It's a pretty location.
So I walked around. I tried to look for some books.
We got some books for Ted.
Yeah, we got some books for Ted, but I couldn't find anything for myself. I can never find... I don't know. I've never seemed to be able to find a used book there that I like. They're always like these old books. They smell bad.
But like when we go to the book sale at the library, like you don't like that experience either.
No, I like to buy books.
Like new.
Yeah, or on the Kindle.
Right. So it's not for you. That's okay.
No, and often like the books, you get used books have stains on them.
Yeah.
And don't you ever wonder what those stains are from?
No.
It could be semen.
No.
Other excretions.
No.
Blood.
No.
Saliva.
No. It's just ridiculous.
Could be
Where do you think your old book collection went to? You donated it somewhere and ended up at the book mill.
Yeah, and I feel bad. It's probably covered with semen stains because I was a teenager when I had a lot of those books.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
You read a few pages, you roll over, jerk off a little bit, go back to reading. Truth. So I would never buy a book from myself. Ever. Even now. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm disgusting. I leak from everywhere now. Like my nose, I cough on things and spit comes flying out.
You are so attractive right now.
Yeah, so I would never buy a book from myself. So that's why I want just new books. I want clean books that haven't been secreted
Soiled.
upon. Yeah. Yeah. You never leaked breast milk on a book when you were breastfeeding and reading at the same time? That never happened? Did it?
I literally don't know how to respond to that.
Well, think about it. Did you ever read a book while you were breastfeeding?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did you ever splash any milk onto it?
I don't think so.
Come on. How about when you were pumping?
What difference does it make?
I'm trying to make a point that these used books are not clean. And I don't want to be near them because they are full of mites and body secretions and...
Did you enjoy our afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay. What else did we do?
We went up to a place called Turner's Falls. Right?
Mm-hmm.
A town called Turner's Falls. Now, our last name happens to be Turner. Why don't you just describe what we did there for a second? I need to go get a pen. Just tell the story. I'll be right back.
Leave the cap off. That's why.
It doesn't matter what's wrong with it. It's not working. Just talk. Just tell people... 2 minutes. Just tell people what we did. I would just need a pen. Go.
You steal all my pens. Anyways, we went up to Turner's Falls, and there's just a bunch of stores. There's this one store that I really like called Loot. I don't know why I like it because I never actually buy very much there. It's just they go to old mill buildings and old companies that go out of business, and they take all their extra stuff. like stuff that they have
Loot?
laying around, like
Yeah.
warehouses of stuff, like specialty like microscopes and like slides and just weird shit.
Yeah, I was looking for stuff to do art projects with. I couldn't find any.
Yeah, I mean that's usually like what people go up there for. And then they have like a giant warehouse. So sometimes they have a warehouse sale where they have like big pieces of like, strange furniture that you would only find in like, for a manufacturing facility for, whatever.
Yeah, but the entire time we were in this loot, I don't know if you caught on to this, there's all this drama
About the
going
dog.
on involving a dog that escaped from loot.
Yes, I noticed that.
And so I was really just paying attention to that whole drama.
It was like it was in multiple stores. The drama was in multiple stores.
Yeah, because apparently this dog escaped and it ran down the street and multiple store owners were trying to catch it. Mm-hmm. So that's what I was focused on the entire time we were there.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what was going to happen with this dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thing came walking up to me, this dog.
Yeah.
And it like sniffed my leg and it ran away.
Yeah.
Probably because we had been at the book mill.
With all the secretions.
Yeah, and it smelled secretions on me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that was nice. Then what did we do after we did that?
We drove back down. We got ice cream.
I feel like, oh yeah, we went to get ice cream in the middle of the day. That was nice.
It wasn't like the middle of the day.
Well, Cook Farm Flavors had this Twix ice cream you wanted to try.
Yeah.
So we went and got that for you.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't eat the Twix ice cream.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
You got the Butterfinger. I got the Twix.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't quite care for the Twix ice cream. The Butterfinger was definitely better.
Yeah. The Twix, they had like a shortbread in it. It was a little too soggy from the ice cream.
Butterfingers hold up well to the ice cream. This is the problem with the Twix, because it has that cookie in it.
It needs a cookie.
It doesn't stay crispy.
Yeah.
Same thing with Lucky Charms ice cream.
Yeah,
right?
it also gets soggy.
Lucky Charms ice cream sounds like a great idea, but in reality...
What about like Captain, what's that cereal you like?
Captain Crunch?
Captain Crunch.
In ice cream?
Yeah.
I've had it before, and guess what?
It gets soggy. It like needs to be fresh, like a topping.
Yeah. A topping is good.
Yeah. They can like smush up the Captain Crunch.
Yeah. So that was fun. And then we had to do a bunch of kid stuff. And then we got dinner at Ginger Garden. Right?
No.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-mm.
Yes, we did. We 100% did.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
What did we do for dinner?
On Friday? We did not have Ginger Garden. We had
Thursday we had that.
Thursday.
On our actual anniversary. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. What did we do for dinner?
I think we made...
Oh, excuse me.
Well, I'm not going to edit that out. I don't have time.
Somebody had a dance.
Yeah, Ted had a dance.
What did we do with Space Unicorn? Oh, we went to Panera. No, that was Saturday night.
Oh, I'm too confused. It
what
doesn't
did we
matter.
do on Friday?
I don't even know. I think we just made something at home. Enchiladas.
That was Sunday.
Who knows? Well, whatever. It's not interesting. So, our big anniversary dinner was at Ginger Garden.
Yes.
In Amherst. Mm-hmm. On the actual day of our anniversary.
And I got you a cake.
Oh, yeah. You did get me a cake this year. Thank you.
Why don't you tell people what the cake had?
Why don't you tell people? You got the cake.
No, you tell.
It was this abnormally small brick-shaped cake. So it wasn't even like an actual... It wasn't shaped like an actual cake. It was like this small brick-shaped cake, right?
It was a cake?
Yeah. I don't know why I don't... I want you to describe the cake, because I don't know what the concept was supposed to be.
What do you think the concept was? And then I'll tell you if you were correct or not.
The concept? It was an anniversary cake. It was s'mores flavored, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you pick s'mores?
I don't know. I wanted to try it.
Okay. So that the flavor of the cake didn't have any significance.
No.
Okay. It was square.
No.
Well, what was the shape?
It doesn't matter. What was on the cake?
Hold on. Why'd you just say no?
It was a rectangle. Let's be realistic.
Okay. It was a rectangle. Okay. Well,
That also had no significance whatsoever.
So you didn't instruct the baker to make it a rectangle?
No, I said, can you make a smaller cake? Because usually the cakes we get are like way too big. And
Yeah, let me be clear. I loved this cake. I'm just trying to understand how it came to be.
I just asked if she could make a smaller cake, and she said she had a mold to make a smaller cake.
It was made by Pip.
Yes.
Cakes by Pip.
Yes.
Also, listeners, you can listen to a whole episode of our podcast with Cakes by Pip, where we talk to Pip about making cakes.
Sarah Maroney.
Oh, Sarah Maroney. Sorry, Sarah. Anyways, I loved this cake because it was not the usual cake. This is what I liked about it, actually. Because we're not the usual couple, right? It embodied the offbeat and unique nature of us, and I can only assume that was on purpose. So that's why I'm trying to ask these questions about how the cake came to be. And so it had a graphic on it, the cake. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm waiting.
It had a graphic printed on it of two purple frogs sitting at a coffee bar, drinking coffee.
Tea.
How do we know it was tea? Excuse me. Hold on. Go ahead. How do we know it was tea?
Because the name of the place was behind the two frogs' head. And what did it say?
Hoppy's Tea House?
No.
What did it say?
It said Full Tea House or something.
Okay. So they don't ever serve coffee at tea houses? Is that not a possibility?
I asked her to make it two frogs drinking tea at a bar.
Coffee.
Tea at a bar.
Okay. And now why did you pick these purple frogs? Tell me.
That's our thing, the purple frogs.
You're telling me these two purple frogs I have tattooed on my arm somehow represent you and I? Tell me more.
Oh my God.
How did the purple frogs come to represent us?
I have no idea. You had a book of poetry.
Should we tell people about our furry role playing?
No, we don't do any of that.
All right, it's time to come clean, people. I'm finally ready to admit it. Jen and I have purple frog costumes.
No, we don't.
We dress up as frogs. We hop around our bedroom and screech at each other. And then we mate like frogs.
We don't do it.
Yes, we do.
We don't do any of that.
Yep, we do. It's time to come out of our frog cocoons.
Can we just be normal for a second?
All right, so tell people what the real meaning of the purple frog
I don't know.
is.
You tell people what the real meaning of the purple.
I know what it is. Do you know?
You had a book of poetry, and it was titled "The Purple Frog."
No, you're completely wrong.
I got you a little purple frog because you were feeling blue.
Okay, but
it was like a little stuffy.
You have the order of those things completely wrong.
Did you name the book of poetry after the frog I gave you?
Lord have mercy on my soul. When we were in college,
yes,
and I was living at that apartment in Main Street. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're right. I was like studying one night and feeling like down. Right. I was a microbiology major, so like all I fucking did was studied. And one night, you brought me a cup of hot chocolate from Dunkin' Donuts, and also a little stuffed purple frog.
That was it. That was the origin of the purple frogs.
Yeah, and I still have that frog.
Yeah, we have it in our bedroom.
Right, now it's tattooed all over us.
Now it's tattooed on us.
And then I wrote a book of poetry, oh God, in the late 90s, maybe early 2000s, called Searching for the Purple Frog. And it was kind of a themed book, a series of poems exploring my childhood in stages in my family life.
Mm-hmm.
It was like reflections on various things. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's an important symbol to me.
Mm-hmm.
But if we ever get divorced, I'm going to have to cut off my arm.
You could just pretend like it's something else. But we're not getting divorced, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. You got to that answer a little late. That was a trick question.
It's a trick question.
You failed.
Anyways, that was the cake.
Yep, that was the cake.
I can tell you really enjoyed it and really understood what I was trying to go for there.
I was just kidding. I love the cake.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, if you're listening...
Yeah, you know she does listen to our podcast. She's one of the few friends we have who actually listens to our podcast.
I love that cake. It was delicious. Like I said, I liked the different shape of it. I love the size of it.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. It tasted fucking awesome. So thank you. Thank you. This is for Sarah. And her cake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was our anniversary. There were no other presents. I don't believe. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Were there?
No.
I'm pretty sure I got you some kind of present somewhere.
No, you didn't.
I think I did.
No.
I did something or another.
You got me nothing.
No,
No, there was nothing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe we're taking turns. Remember the year I recreated our wedding cake?
Mm-hmm.
I had Sarah from Cakes by Pip remake our wedding cake.
Yeah, that was last year on our 20th wedding anniversary.
Oh, that was last year?
Uh-huh.
Why does it feel longer ago?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay, well, I did that.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, well, look, to summarize this conversation...
We've been married a long time.
I love you very much.
Oh, thank you.
I'm pretty satisfied.
Are you pretty happy?
I'm pretty happy and satisfied. Okay? All right, what else is going on with you?
With me?
Yeah.
Let's see. Pussifer.
What does that mean? Pussifer.
If you don't know what that is, go look it up. I don't know.
It's not about me, listeners.
Don't we talk about them enough
stomping,
on this show?
Listeners, Jen thinks you are all so far up her ass that all she has to do is say the word Pussifer and you know what it means. I don't even know what that means. What is Pussifer?
The band Pussifer.
What about it?
So during the pandemic, they did some live stream performances, which are basically like little concerts. They recreated their album, like an album at a time, and recorded it and had like a little pay-per-view for it.
Yeah.
So they had 2 of these over the pandemic. So then they did 2 more, and they released them this past Halloween weekend as a double feature.
Okay.
So I bought tickets for that and I watched it.
And how was it?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't let anyone else watch it with you?
Well, of course they always say like you only have like a weekend.
Yeah.
And of course they extended it through the end of next weekend. So
well,
if you'd like to watch it.
Maybe I'll have a chance to watch it now.
Yeah.
I wasn't invited to the first watch party.
Well, I watched the first one while you were playing video games.
Well, sometimes an invitation is still nice.
And then the second one, you were gone. You were out of the house.
Where was I?
You went to take Space Unicorn at Hebrew School.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. Okay.
What did we eat for dinner Friday night? What is wrong with you?
I don't know. My throat's going crazy. I don't know.
It's because you were talking about secretions.
Yeah. Maybe when I wasn't looking, somebody came and secreted in my mouth. What do you think? Do we have a rapid secretions test? Like I could swab my throat and see what kind of secretions somebody secretly deposited in my mouth. What do you think?
Mm-mm.
Mucus? Semen? Vaginal lubrication?
It's really bothering me. What did we eat Friday night?
I don't know. I can't help you. I think we made it. Eggs?
No, that was...
Pizza? Did you get pizza? Did you get slices somewhere?
No.
Did you... okay, let's go with pasta.
No, Ted was at the dance.
Farro and sausages?
No. We must have just had leftovers. I think you and I had eaten late and we weren't hungry.
Oh, maybe that was it.
So we must have gotten Space Unicorn something.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Anyways, why are we back on that topic?
I don't know, because I'm racking my brain trying to remember.
All right, so that's it, huh? Pussifer, that's the newest thing with you. Pussifer. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, cross country. That's it.
Okay. All right.
You want to talk about the cross country race?
No, I'm glad you asked about how I'm doing and what's new with me.
You're funny.
Because I'm just over here grappling with mortality lately.
Oh boy.
Well,
you want to have a therapy session? Is that what you need?
I'm not saying I won't have a therapy session. I have a therapist for that, but I've said to you recently that I wasn't anticipating the impact of my my father's death on me.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like the finality of it all. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the last of my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like at some point I don't know. At some point a while ago I thought it might be interesting to describe all the ways that he abused me. But like almost like immediately after he died, I was like, that's not important. I don't care anymore.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I just started like kind of really having a lot more empathy and sympathy for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's all wrapped in this like, okay, I have no more parents.
Mm-hmm.
And then like cleaning out my childhood home.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm still like even, 3 weeks later, like dealing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I was not anticipating the heaviness of this,
mm-hmm.
And the way it's weighing on me, making me think about things.
Yeah.
So mostly that's been what I've been dealing with. Like, I don't feel depressed. I just feel like, oh, man, what is there? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you live your life, you do the best you can to set everything up. You die, then somebody comes and throws all your shit in a dumpster. And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Isn't that depressing? I don't know. It feels depressing to me. And sorry, I'm not depressed, but I'm just saying, like, that just feels like, what is the point?
I told you, it feels like you're having an existential crisis.
No, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like I'm in crisis.
I don't use that term as though like you're like out of control and like falling apart. I'm just like saying it's like you're grappling with the big questions of the universe. What does it all mean?
What secretions are in my throat?
Exactly.
Those big questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, that's what's new with me.
Yeah. So Space Unicorn ate the leftover ginger garden.
Oh, okay. Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not sure what we ate, but
I had chili at the party.
Chili at the party.
I think you had some cake.
Chili at the party. Huh. But the party was Saturday.
No, Friday.
No.
No, you guys went for like an hour, and then I picked up Ted, and I went back to the party, and you went home and played video games.
I don't care.
I care.
No, there was that. No. Do you mean the Halloween party?
Yeah.
Outside?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm confused. I forgot we went to 2 parties.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
You saw Black Adam.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Did that make you have an existential crisis?
No, it gave me a boner.
What?
At the end, when Henry Cavill showed
Cavill.
up. Not really, not a real boner, but
Superman boner?
an emotional boner. Because I love Henry Cavill.
Mm-hmm.
He's so awesome. Like something about his Superman, something about that first movie and him as Superman just makes me feel happy. Why is that?
I don't know.
Like when I see him in that suit, I just feel like lit
Literally,
up. I feel lit up inside.
It's exciting. It's probably the same way I feel about Puss Fur.
Really? Okay. I don't know what it is.
You want to watch it?
Superman?
I'm inviting you.
To watch Superman?
No, Puss Fur.
Anyways, Black Adam was okay. It wasn't great. As a movie, I give it like a B-. The Rock did a decent job, and I will forever love The Rock for bringing back, for fighting to bring back Henry Cavill's Superman. So
He gave up playing The Witcher, or that TV show he was in.
yeah, I mean,
on the hopes that he's going to be playing Superman again.
I mean, honestly, the reason I went to go see that movie
was just for that little mid-credit scene
on opening weekend, it was the second weekend after, was to try to give it a boost to make sure that they make the Henry Cavill Superman. Why do you keep burping into the microphone? It's like you keep doing it over and over again. Like
I'm not even opening my mouth. I'm trying to do it on the DL.
Okay,
Thanks for letting people know.
Well, I don't want them to think it's me.
Well, I didn't go.
What do you mean?
You literally opened your mouth and went, bah.
I muted my microphone.
I'm not in front of the control board.
Okay, well, there's a reason.
Where do you want me to go?
I just want you to stop going.
I want you to stop going.
I'm not. And
Let's rewind the videotape.
Every time I do that, I mute my microphone.
I'm waiting until you edit this. You're going to be surprised.
I'm not going to edit anything, even when you said our son's name.
Uh-oh.
I warned you. We're recording this the night before it releases. I don't have time to edit it.
Mm.
You fucked up, son. All right. What were we talking about?
What else is new with you besides your existential conflict?
That's it. I completed another piece of art
Mm-hmm.
that people seem to like.
Yeah.
I'm working on another one that's going to be even wilder.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great idea.
Great.
I told you about my idea for a centerpiece
Right.
of my art exhibit.
Mm-hmm.
You seem to like the idea.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be very controversial, though. I'm not going to talk about it here because I don't want to. I need to find somebody who will let me do an installation where that is the where my very controversial centerpiece will be allowed.
Cool.
Children will not be permitted into this exhibit.
Or you could put like a curtain around it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I'm full of good ideas.
Yeah. This is a good idea, actually. I need to think about it a little bit more. But I don't know who will allow me to do this exhibit. So, but I need to complete a few more pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still working on art. I think that's all that's new with me.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Pretty much. You've been pretty busy.
You know better than me. So, I'm just a fucking robot going through life doing things at this point. Do you know what I mean?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, that's not what you are.
Well, what am I?
You're a person. Okay, come on.
What kind of person?
You're my favorite person.
I need to hook you up to a lie detector.
Well, you were like searching your board for like, what can I press next?
I want to hook you up to a lie detector. I think you have other people who are more favorite than me.
No.
That's how I feel.
The only people that come close would be my children.
All right. So, and then we're beginning preparations for Thanksgiving.
We are?
Right? Yeah.
Are you going to order this stuff?
Well, we have to make a decision. We saw today that our favorite barbecue restaurant, BT's Smokehouse in Sturbridge, Massachusetts, they are taking orders for their smoked turkeys. We got one of these fucking things last year, right?
You should order it ASAP.
And it was good, right? Wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Okay, do we want to do that?
Mm-hmm. We already decided that.
Are we getting everything? The whole dinner?
I want to get the vegetarian, the vegan cashew gravy at the other place.
Oh, God, okay.
I mean, that place is a lot closer.
All right, I'll order the turkey tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, I'll order the turkey. Listeners, I highly recommend you get this smoked turkey.
But don't take ours.
We're going to beat him to it.
Okay.
We're going to beat him to it. So Thanksgiving is coming. And we're staying home this year, which I'm thrilled about. And we're not having...
many guests.
No, we are having a guest.
I said many.
Oh, many, yeah. So the stress level will be down a little bit. Not that I ever feel particularly stressed out by our guests. It's just that when we start piling tons of people in here because we don't have a huge house, it gets a little...
hot.
Pressure cookery. Right?
Hot and bothered.
Are you hot and bothered?
No.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. Thanksgiving with our guest. That's it.
Okay.
I don't know. What else? Another quick rundown on what we're watching. What we finished watching. We finished Dahmer.
Mm-hmm. That was creepy.
I give that an A. I enjoyed it.
It's creepy. How could you say you enjoy?
I'm into the serial killer shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this. I've read dozens of books on them. Something I'm interested in. It's a topic I'm interested in. There you go again.
I literally went over here.
It doesn't... You know how a microphone works, right?
Either I'm too close or not close enough.
The whole concept of a microphone is it picks up sound.
Okay.
So
I had Mexican food for dinner. It's coming back up.
You putting your chin on your chest and going...
I went like this.
And going... in the proximity of the microphone doesn't help.
I literally went over here.
That's what you've been doing this whole recording.
Grossest podcast ever.
It's because of you.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we finished House of the Dragon. A+. Too loud?
That was really loud.
I liked House of the Dragon. That was excellent. I think we're all caught up on The Handmaid's Tale.
Yes.
You've been liking that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I call it the many expressions of Elizabeth Moss.
Mm-hmm.
She's always making extreme expressions. This show.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually enjoyed the last episode we saw.
Mm-hmm.
I think the show's starting to get good. I like where they're taking it. So the season has picked up for me. Let's see. We finished She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. We like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
On Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. We're watching Survivor. I think we're still watching Cobra Kai. I don't think we finished that.
No, we did finish it.
We did?
Yeah. Space Unicorn is rewatching it. It makes it feel like we haven't seen it.
Okay. All right. And that's it. That's everything.
Okay.
That's our early November update.
Okay.
We'll do another update around Thanksgiving, I think.
Okay.
Maybe your brother will come on the podcast.
Maybe.
Do you think he would?
Sure.
I don't know about that.
He's a wealth of pop culture knowledge.
That is true.
He's already told me we have to watch, I think it's that Guardian of the Galaxy
Christmas special. Yeah.
He sent me the trailer for that.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it was awful.
Okay, then fuck that. All right. Okay, listeners. I highly doubt you've made it this far all the way through.
There was lots of burping.
I burped once at the beginning in a overtly obnoxious way, and I claimed responsibility for it. And every other burp you have heard is... You just tried to suppress one over there.
No, I didn't.
Every other burp you have heard is Jen. Is not me. Okay? All right, anything else you want to say as we're wrapping up here?
Nope.
Okay, well, thank you for listening. Check out our website, softservepodcast.com. Connect with us on social media. If you want to be a guest, probably not going to happen. I'm feeling bored with guests. What do you think about that? You're just shrugging, like you don't care.
I do care.
Okay. You just want me to stop talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love you.
I don't know. I feel like we need a change. I'm still thinking about it.
We could always take a break.
If we take a break, it's never coming back.
Why do you say that?
Because that's how I am.
If you take a break, it's done.
It's done. It's fucking done.
Interesting.
Why?
Interesting perspective.
What do you mean?
Why is it done if you take a break?
Because if I take a break, then I failed.
Take a break.
What's that from?
Hamilton.
Alexander, take a break. You can come to the country. Alexander, take a break. Is that it?
Yeah.
I have a lake and a house and a park. Alexander, take a break. You work too much. Alexander, take a break. You're banging your mistress. Take a break. Alexander. Something like that, right?
Yeah, are you done?
Yes. All right, listeners. Take it easy, yeah?
Lemon squeezy.
What do you want to say, Stompin' Jen?
Bye now.
You can't. I thought you were doing that other thing. You're not doing the other thing now?
You could do the other thing.
No, the other thing sucks. I'm not doing the other thing. You do it.
Adios.
You're so cheerful when you do it. Is that genuine? When you say adios?
What do you think?
I think you're faking. Adios. All right. I'm going to give you my most morose, melancholic sign-off yet, okay? People, hold on. Let's get the mood right, okay? Here we go. Okay, here we go. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Here's my sign-off. Ready? Okay. People, I say to you now, the only way I know how. Bye now.
This world of ours, ever growing smaller, must avoid becoming a community of dreadful fear and hate. Those who have freedom will understand also its heavy responsibility. That all who are insensitive to the needs of others will learn charity, and that the sources, scourges of poverty, disease, and ignorance will be made disappear from the earth. And that in the goodness of time, all peoples will come to live together in a peace guaranteed by the binding force of mutual respect and love. I shall never cease to do what little I can to help the world advance along that road.